Hello viewers, you are welcome to this video. Today I want us to look at the secant method for solving nonlinear equations. The secant method for solving nonlinear equations. Viewers, this is one of the methods used to solve nonlinear equations in numerical analysis. Okay, here is a question. The question is, use the secant method to estimate, correct to 2 decimal places, the root of this. This is a nonlinear equation using s0 equal to 0.5 and then x1 equal to 0.6. Viewers, to use the secant method, you need 2 starting values. That is why I have been giving s0 to be 0.5 and then x1 to be 0.6. Let L of x. This is an equation. So you are saying let L of x be equal to this. You have to make it a function. Isn't it? So let L of x be equal to this one. Now, f of s0, you find the functional value of this starting point. You are going to get 0.713. Then the functional value of this starting point x1 will be equal to 0.498. Now, viewers, this is the secant formula. Sn plus 1 is equal to Sn minus 1, L of Sn minus Sn, L of Sn minus 1, all over L of Sn minus L of Sn minus 1. Viewers, this is not difficult at all. Let me explain to you. We have this Sn plus 1. You see it? You have Sn plus 1. Let me write it well. Sn plus 1. Now you can move on to Sn and then Sn minus 1. So what this means is that if n is equal to 1, you are going to have s2, x1, when you put 1 here, s0. So the second method, what you do is that, you see, you have been given s0, x1. You are going to use s0, x1 to get s2. When n is equal to 2, this one will be 3, s3, and then this one will be s2, x1. So you have, after getting s2, you use s1, s2 to get s3. Now, if you continue, when n is equal to 3, you are going to have s4, and that one you are going to use s3 and s2. So you use s2, s3 to find s4 in that order. This is an iterative process. So this is the formula. What this means is that you're going to use Sn minus 1 and Sn to find Sn plus 1. When the functional value of Sn, it will be f of Sn. And then the functional value of Sn minus 1 will be f of Sn minus 1 US. Look on the board. At this point, you see you want this one. This one is Sn plus 1. You see Sn plus 1. Now, viewers, at this point, when you cross multiply, if this multiplies this multiplies this. Look on the board. You can see that this one will be Sn minus 1 times f of Sn. And then this one will be Sn times f of Sn minus 1. Viewers, when a line is like this, its slope is positive. And when a line is like this, the slope is negative. So let's write the one with positive slope first. So if you do that, you are saying Sn plus 1 is equal to, look on the board, is equal to Sn minus 1 times f of Sn. Are you seeing it? Because the slope of a line like this is positive. That's why I'm writing this one first, after cross multiplying. And then, when you have a line like this, the slope is negative. So, minus Sn times f of Sn minus 1. That will give us what we have at the top. It's not difficult at all. Are you seeing it? So, Sn minus 1 times f of Sn, because the slope will be positive, this should be positive. Minus, when a line is like this, the slope is negative. Sn, f of Sn minus 1. All over. Then viewers, when you come down here, you just copy this one and then copy this one. So this is the secant formula. It is not difficult at all. Yes, it's not difficult at all. Okay. Now, so if this is it, then you are going to use s0 and x1 to get s2. So if you want s2, it means that in the formula n will be equal to 1. Are you seeing it? So s2. When n is 1, this will be s0. F of s0, x1 f of s0, when n is equal to 1. So you are going to get this. Now let's do the substitution. 0.5, that's not the 0.5. And its functional value is 0.713. That one is here. Isn't it? If you do the substitution, f of x1 is 0.498. Isn't it? X1 is 0.6. The functional value of S0 is this. So you just do the substitution and you're going to get this. It's not difficult at all. Now, having obtained S2, you have to find its functional value. You're now going to use S1, S2 to find S3. Viewers, you see, you were given S0, S1 to start with. You have used S0, S1 to find S2. You are now going to use S1, S2 to find S3 in that order. So, using X1 equals 0.6 and S2 equal to 0.8316, which is this one, with f of 0.6, you find the functional value of 0.6, and that one is 0.498, which is already here, and then the functional value of S2, and that one is 0.0391, isn't it? So because what this means is that if this answer is wrong, it will affect the rest, because it is an iterative process. It's an iterative process. Okay. So we have it. So if you do the substitution, it means that when n is equal to 2, when n is equal to 2, if you put 2 here, whenever you see n in this formula, you are going to get this. Isn't it? And if you get this, x1 is 0.6, f of s2 is this, s2 is 0.8316, f of x1 is this. Divided by this, and you're going to get this answer. Isn't it? And then, because I'm able to get S3, we are going to use S3 and S2 to get S4. So, similarly, you use this, and then the functional values. When you do the substitution, when n is equal to 3, you are going to get this. And then you do the substitution here, you are going to get 0.8526. Viewers, this is an iterative process. When do you stop? Let's look at the question. So in the question, you were asked to correct the answer to 2 decimal places. S2 is 0.831. Then the next one, 0.8513. If you want to correct this one to 2 decimal places, this one will be 0.83. If you want to correct this one to 2 decimal places, this one will be 0.85. You see that they are not the same. So you stop when you see that when you correct 2 current values to the given number of decimal places, you're going to get the same thing. Then you can stop. So let's look at this one. When you correct this one to 2 decimal places, you're going to get 0.85. When you correct this to 2 decimal places, you're going to get 0.85. So there's no need for you to continue, because if you continue with this to find S5, it will be 0.85 something. And when corrected to 2 decimal places, it will give you the same thing. So you stop when you see that 2 successive values, when corrected to 2 decimal places, will give you the same thing. So you see that therefore the root of this one is 0.85, correct to 2 decimal places. Viewers, it is not difficult at all. Thank you very much for your attention. For more of this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shamalaa Jnr.